Today is May 28th, 2024. It is 6:10 p.m. We are convened at the Provo City School District Board of Education. We are meeting at 280 West, 940 North in Provo, Utah. And we will begin with a roll call. We do have our board president on Zoom, and she's on this end, so I'm going to start on the opposite end to give her time to get ready to come in. So we're going to start over here with our business administrator.
Devin Daly, business administrator.
Lisa Boyce, board member.
Carrie McCabe, board member.
Gina Hales, board member, not president.
You said not
Said
president?
not present.
I'm a board member, not president.
Oh, not president. I thought you said not present.
I'm also sometimes not very mentally present, but I'm here today.
Okay. Wendy Dow, superintendent.
Meg Van Wagenen, board member.
Melanie Hall, board member.
Rebecca Nielsen, board member via Zoom. Board president, I guess, huh?
Thank you. Is there a motion to convene the business meeting?
I move that we convene the business meeting.
Thank you. Motion made by board member Boyce. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Second made by board member Hall. We are now in our business meeting. So next up we have our Pledge of Allegiance, and today this will be done by Jared Seitz, our assistant superintendent over elementary education.
Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The next item is public input. Do we have anyone for public input? I think I know most everyone here. I think we're okay on public input. If you happen to be here and you're behind the podium and I can't see you, there are papers over here you fill out and hand to Bonnie, but I don't think there's anyone behind the podium. So I think we are okay to move on. We didn't get to our calendar items in the last one, so let's go quickly over our upcoming board calendar items. We have boundary discussion for the Osprey, is that correct? Board member McCabe, Osprey Towns Park. We had a discussion about it in the study session, but we just need to clarify some boundaries. That will be June 6, 2024 at 6 p.m. This will be held at Sunset View Elementary at 1520 West and 600 South. We will have another boundary discussion for the Heather Lane question that we have about boundaries. That will be held on June 10th, 2024 at 6 p.m. This will be held at Franklin Elementary. Please make note of that. We had previously said it was going to be at the community center, the Franklin Community Center, but they cannot do it anymore, so we are now holding it at Franklin Elementary, which is at 350 South and 600 West. Our upcoming board meetings for the rest of the month, or for the rest of the school year, kind of, anyway, for June are Tuesday, June 11th. We have a study session and a business meeting here at the district office. Then we will, that will include a public hearing regarding the Heather Lane and Osprey Towns Park boundary considerations and our budget. That will be at 7 p.m. during our business meeting. And then, yes, during the business meeting, it will be held in this room, and then the study session for that will be held in the executive conference room. Then we have another board meeting on Tuesday, June 25th. This is a study session and a business meeting and will be held again here in the business offices. Consideration to approve any boundary changes for Heather Lane and Osprey Towns Park will also be during that meeting in the business meeting at 6 p.m. and not 7 p.m. Anything that we forgot? Anything else?
USB-A is next Friday and Saturday, right?
That's right. USB-A is it June 7th? Mm-hmm. June 7th and 8th.
Delegate assembly.
Our delegate assembly will be on June 7th and 8th. Thank you. Anything else that we forgot? Okay. So now we are on to our business items. And I've never done this before, so please bear with me. I have to read straight from the paper. So we do have one of our board members who will be voting via Zoom, and so we will have to, just as a heads up to board members, when we vote, we will have to take a roll call vote, meaning you say your name. What is it that you say? You say your name.
And your vote. And then your vote.
And then your vote, right? And then, so each one of us, instead of all of us saying A or nay at the same time. So the first business item we have is the consideration to approve the Franklin Elementary CSI plan. Who will be addressing that for us for a summary? Is it Jared?
Sure.
Thank you.
As reviewed in the study session, you've already had an opportunity to review the CSI plan from Franklin Elementary School as it was submitted as part of a larger school improvement plan. Principal Benson and his staff are committed to working with a new consultant to attain those new CSI goals. And we had an opportunity to ask questions of Principal Benson. Not sure if there are any additional questions from board members tonight.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the Franklin Elementary, I move that we approve the Franklin Elementary CSI plan as discussed in study session.
Thank you. Motion made by Board Member McCabe. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Second by Board Member Boyce. Any further comments or discussion starting with Board Member McCabe, if there are any? No. Anyone else?
I'm just grateful. I really am grateful that they're working so hard at the school and that we have so many systems in place for support. So thanks.
Thank you. Seeing no further discussion, we'll take a vote. So we're going to start. Let us start over here again with Board Member Boyce, because that will give President Nielsen a chance to get prepared.
Lisa Boyce, aye.
Terry McCabe, aye.
Gina Hales, aye.
Meg Van Wagenen, aye.
Melanie Hall, aye.
Rebecca Nielsen, aye.
I'm reading through the instructions.
The
motion passes unanimously. Is that correct? Did I do that right? All right, perfect. All right, thank you. The next item up for consideration is the consideration to improve the boundary resolution. Is that,
Yep,
who is that?
that's me.
Okay, Devin.
This is just the resolution to add the Provo High land into the Provo School District boundaries and tax boundary.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the boundary resolution as discussed in study session.
Thank you. Motion made by Board Member Van Wagenen. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Second by Board Member Hall. Any further comments or discussion starting with Board Member Van Wagenen, if there is any?
No.
No? Anyone else? All right, we'll go ahead and do a roll call vote. This time we will start with President Nielsen, who is on our Zoom. President Nielsen.
Rebecca Nielsen, aye.
Melanie Hall, aye.
Meg Van Wagenen, aye.
Gina Hales, aye.
Terry McCabe, aye.
Lisa Boyce, aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Item number 3 for consideration is the consideration to approve the large purchase request regarding Power School modules. Devin?
So this is the purchase of a few Power School modules that will help with some data collection and planning for all of our students. And also includes a CTE module. The total cost for the 1 year and implementation is $201,160.02, and the ongoing costs of that will be $141,992.52.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the purchase of the Power School modules in the amount of $201,160.02, with an ongoing cost of $141,992.52 as discussed in the study session. That was some great enumeration right there.
And I didn't check it, so hopefully it was right. Anyone Bonnie, tell me if that's wrong. Thank you. Motion made by Board Member Boyce. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Second by Board Member Hall. Any further comments or discussion, starting with Board Member Boyce, if there is any?
No, wave.
All right. Let's begin. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's start our roll call vote over here with Board Member Boyce.
Lisa Boyce, aye.
Terry McCabe, aye.
Gina Hales, aye.
Meg Van Wagenen, aye.
Melanie Hall, aye.
Rebecca Nielsen, aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Number 4 for consideration is the consideration to approve our large purchase request for the NWEA.
Oh, I
Devin.
forgot to put the amount in there. Let me tell you the amount.
Can go back up.
The amount is $199,116, and this tool is a predictive assessment tool, right? For our students that will help provide more early warning as to a student's ability or inability to understand specific concepts.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the purchase of the NWEA's assessment in the amount of $199,116.
Thank you. Motion made by Board Member Hall. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Seconded by Board Member Van Wagenen. Any further comments or discussion, starting with Board Member Hall, if there is any?
No.
Okay.
Is there an ongoing amount with this?
That is the ongoing amount.
It's an annual, okay, thanks.
Okay. All right. Seeing there's no further discussion, we'll take the vote. We will start with President Nielsen on my left.
Rebecca Nielsen, aye.
Melanie Hall, aye.
Meg Van Wagenen, aye.
Gina Hales, aye.
Terry McCabe, aye.
Lisa Boyce, aye.
The motion passes unanimously. All right. Item number 5, consideration to approve large purchase request of the makeup air unit for Spring Creek Elementary. Devin.
So this is to replace the makeup air unit in the kitchen in Spring Creek. This was a project that should have been on this last year's list, but was inadvertently left off. So the RFPs are done. It actually ends tomorrow, so we will have the exact amount, but they assure me that it will likely not be above 200,000. So we're gaining approval for a maximum amount of what they think it will be. If it's more, I will make sure that we address that.
Okay. Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the purchase of the makeup air unit for Spring Creek Elementary in the amount of $200,000.
Thank you. Motion made by Board Member Van Wagenen. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Seconded by Board Member Boyce. Are there any further comments or discussion, starting with Board Member Van Wagenen, if there is any?
No.
Any other discussion, questions? All right, seeing no further discussion, we will take a vote. We will start over here with Board Member Nielsen, President Nielsen on Zoom.
Rebecca Nielsen, aye.
Melanie Hall, aye.
Meg Van Wagenen, aye.
Gina Hales, aye.
Terry McCabe, aye.
Lisa Boyce, aye.
Thank you. We will move on to item number 6, which is a consideration to approve large purchase request for the Timpview High School Concessions Building transformer.
So
Devin.
this is a new transformer that the city will be installing to provide power to our concessions building.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the purchase of the transformer for the THS concessions building in the amount of $53,591.77.
Thank you. Motion made by Board Member Hall. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Seconded by Board Member Boyce. Are there any further comments or discussion, starting with Board Member Hall, if there is any? Okay. Seeing no further discussion, we'll take a vote. We will start over here with Board Member Boyce.
Lisa Boyce, aye.
Terry McCabe, aye.
Gina Hales, aye.
Meg Van Wagenen, aye.
Melanie Hall, aye.
Rebecca Nielsen, aye.
Thank you. We will now move on to item number 7, which is our final item, which is consideration to approve the portable at Grandview. Devin.
So this is to purchase the portable that we are currently leasing, that we started the lease a few years ago. The cost for the lease is about $20,000 a year, and we anticipate keeping it a lot longer, making the purchase more fiscally responsible. So,
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the large purchase request for a portable at Grandview in the amount of $175,664.
Thank you. Motion made by Board Member Van Wagenen. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Second by Board Member Hall. Any further comments or discussion, starting with Board Member Van Wagenen, if there is any?
No.
Anyone else? Seeing no further discussion, we will take a vote, and we'll start on Zoom with President Nielsen.
Rebecca Nielsen, aye.
Melanie Hall, aye.
Meg Van Wagenen, aye.
Gina Hales, aye.
Terry McCabe, aye.
Lisa Boyce, aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Thank you. That's all that I have on my agenda. Is there anything else I'm supposed to do? Well, besides that, before we adjourn, I guess.
Somebody just came.
Oh, do we have anything for public input? Did anyone enter that would like to do public input? No?
Diana, she means you.
Okay.
Okay,
Making sure.
I think she's like, I'm hearing.
I
Okay.
move that we adjourn this meeting.
Is there a motion to adjourn? Thank you. The meeting is adjourned.